We're combining everything you love about Samoa Girl Scout cookies and caramel apples in an easy, healthier treat. My Samoa Caramel Apple Slices are topped with cashew butter, maple syrup, shredded coconut, and your choice of melted chocolate. Hello, my name is Nicole Bonilla, and if you love healthier recipes of our favorite foods, then you are in the right place. Now, to make these really easy apple slices, I'm going to start by cutting down my coconut. I just have some shredded coconut, but I want it to be a little bit finer. So I'm just going to take a knife on my cutting board and go through and just finely chop it real quick. Just giving regular coconut a quick chop is way easier than trying to track down finer shredded coconut. But if you can find it, fantastic. And then I'll just transfer it to a bowl. Now for the apple slices, you could use any variety that you like. I'm going to use some Granny Smith apples because I love the tart flavor as well as the beautiful green color. So I'm going to start by taking my apple core, pushing it down inside, and then I'm just going to slice the apple very carefully into about 1/4 of an inch thick slices. So I was able to get 5 really nice apple rings plus 2 ends that will make delicious snacks. Now, as you know, once you slice an apple, it will start to brown. So if you'd like to keep your apples from browning, there's a quick hack you can do. But you could also skip this step if you're going to be eating these right away. So I just have a bowl with about 2 cups of water, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of lemon juice, give that a quick stir, and then just drop my apples inside. And then we'll just let these soak in the lemon water while we make the topping. Now you can jot down these ingredients as we go along, or you can click on the link that's in the video description below, and that will take you to the full recipe on my website with all the details. Now to make the filling that goes on top of the apples, we're going to start with a nut butter. Now you could use almond butter or peanut butter. I'm going to go ahead and use cashew butter. Now I like to buy my cashew butter from my local Winco because they allow you to grind it fresh from cashews, which means it's pure cashews without any additional oil. So this tends to be a little bit thicker than the cashew butter you might buy in a bottle at the store. But either kind will work. So I'm going to add 1/4 cup of butter to a bowl. And then for natural sweetness, I'll add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 pinches of salt. And then I'm just going to stir it all together with my spatula. And now that this is well blended, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of our coconut. But I'm going to go ahead and keep out about 1 tablespoon because I want to sprinkle it on top of the apple slices before we add the chocolate. Now, if you could use more healthy inspiration like this on a regular basis, I invite you to join my email list. Just click on the link in the video description below, and that is the best way for us to stay connected. And then we can set this aside. And then I'm just going to take a clean towel and take our apples out of our lemon water, and then just fold my towel over a couple times and just press out the excess water. And then I've just taken a small cookie sheet and I've lined it with some parchment paper for assembling the apple slices. And then we just take one of our slices and a little butter knife, and I'm just going to scoop up some of this topping and just spread it right on top of the apple. And it does not have to look perfect because it's going to be drizzled with chocolate. And then I'll just set it on the cookie sheet. Now there is coconut mixed in with the topping, but you can't really see it because it all blends in. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the coconut and sprinkle it on top because I think it looks really beautiful. Now we did put salt in the topping, but I like to add just a little bit of some coarse sea salt over the top just to balance out those tart apples and the sweetness of the topping. And that will be a fun little surprise when you bite into these. Now for the chocolate, you could use any variety that you like that meets your dietary needs. I just added 1/4 cup of some chocolate chips to a microwave safe bowl. Then I'm adding 1/2 teaspoon of some coconut oil. And then I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 30 seconds, take it out, mix it, put it back in for about maybe another 25 seconds, just until it is nice and smooth. So after a second round of 25 seconds, the chocolate is nice and melted. So I'm just going to stir it with my spatula just to get a few little last bits to melt down. Now you can just drizzle the chocolate onto your apples with a spoon, or you could use a piping bag. So I've just taken a little snack bag and then folded it over a small jar. And I'll carefully pour my warm chocolate down inside. And then I'll push out the air, seal my bag, snip off the tip. So I'm just going to simply drizzle the chocolate across my apple slices. And you can do this however you like. There is no right or wrong way to add chocolate to your apples. But to give them that classic Samoa look, I'm just going to leave about 1/4 of an inch in between each of my stripes. And I like to allow the chocolate to just kind of cascade over the edges of the apples. Well, these look gorgeous, and if you're patient, you can put these into the fridge or the freezer until the chocolate sets. Or if you're impatient like me, you can enjoy one right away. Crunchy. That is delicious. Now I have chocolate on my lips. That has all the flavor we love about Samoa cookies and caramel apples, but way easier to make and much healthier. and I want to thank you for hanging out with me today in my kitchen. And I have included a link to the full recipe, and it's in the video description below, and that will take you to my website, gentletummy.com. And I also invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And I cannot wait to have you hang out with me again in my kitchen.